Terrorists are hiding in areas where US weapons are not allowed to be used, Presidency says. Which one is US weapons are not allowed? Who said it is not allowed? They hear this man. Nigeria Presidency voices concern over terrorists exploiting US imposed restrictions on military equipment use. Daniel Bala says insurgents are relocating to areas where US supplied arms cannot be deployed. Why can't it be deployed? Why? Who said it cannot be deployed there? He calls for renewed talks with Donald Trump to expand access to critical military hardware. Daniel Bala, the special advisor to President Tinubu on policy communication, has raised concern over the limitations placed on US supplied military equipment, saying these restrictions are hampering Nigeria's fight against terrorism and insecurity. I don't understand. Speaking during an interview on Russian national TV, Bala explained that insurgents such as Boko Haram are taking advantage of geographical limitation tied to American arms agreements. He said the Nigerian military is unable to deploy certain weapons in specific regions, allowing terrorists to relocate to areas where these arms cannot be used. So there's a ban on where you can use arms or where you cannot use it. I don't understand. Bala praised former US President Donald Trump for his support in supplying arms to Nigeria, including the Super Tucano aircraft. He noted that Trump reversed the previous policy and signed an executive order that enabled the sale of weapons to Nigeria during his first term. We are thankful to Donald Trump. In his first term, he was the one who reversed the order before him and then signed an executive order, began to sell arms to us. We are able to get Super Tucano and other needed arms, Bala said. However, I pointed out that the arms deal came with strict conditions. In the second term, he indicated interest to sell to us, but we know the limitations of these ammunitions. We pay upfront, and it comes to the agreement that we can't use it in certain geographical locations in the country. So it is easy for Boko Haram and insurgents to migrate to a place where you cannot use the arms, he added. How did the Boko Haram to know that, if you go to this so place, you can't use the arm there? This Bala, who do you think you are talking to? Children. Bala called for renewed discussion with Trump to expand access to military hardware. See the excuse he's giving. He's trying to give an excuse that, the reason why we've not been able to take out these terrorists is because it is the same you that said, there is a limitation to where we can use the arm. We can't use it in so place. That's what he's trying to do. Damage control. This Daniel Bala, it should expand access to military hardware, stressing the need for broader cooperation for effectively tackling insecurity. This Bala, gosh. We want a broader conversation with Donald Trump that would expand access to some of this military hardware we need in order to put an end to this insecurity, he said. The remarks have sparked debate over the impact of foreign arms agreements on Nigeria's internal security operation, with many urging a review of existing terms to better support the country's counter-terrorism efforts. At Legit.ng earlier reported that in a flashback to March 2022, the United States government formally sanctioned 6 Nigerian nationals found guilty of financing Boko Haram while residing in the United Arab Emirates. The decision has been visited amidst President Donald Trump's designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, highlighting long-standing concern over terrorism and extremist funding networks. The U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, announced the designation of the individual under Executive Order 13224, which targets terrorists and those who support acts of terrorism. This man is lying, I beg. Like he says, liar. Like lying, mud. It's a pity that this kind of statement is coming from someone like you, so you know where they are, You know. Nigeria, I heard you. Okay, so if the equipment that you bought from Trump, you can't use it in certain areas, why can't you use another one? Is it everything that you got from America? Like, he's just covering up, he's just giving excuses. Says they know how you will use this weapon against political opponents and armless protesters. They know it will be suicidal to put such weapons in the hands of lawless country. Amoni Andy says, how did you know where they are hiding? Something is wrong somewhere. I'm telling you. And they moved to a place where you can't use it. How did they know that, if you go to a certain place, we will not be able to use these weapons here? If you're not the one that told them. I beg. Otis Sanity says, every day is for the thief. One day for the owner. Andrew says, yeah, excuse. So without US ammunition, you can't get ammunition from other places. Thank you. Or countries to prosecute the war. They're just giving excuses. At this point, they will do anything to cover up. And Daniel Bala, we already know that he's a liar. As Suleiman says, America refuses to send military equipment to Nigeria by extension. Aided this terrorist organization in Nigeria. Yeah, no, okay. Initially, they thought Muslim communities were the ones that would fall victims. But in reality, Christians are also affected. What was this one saying? Bible says, get this Bala arrested. So he knows the buyers and their movement. Do you get? Why can't the government he speaks for wipe the vermin out before now? Get this Fulani slave arrested. It's not different from Gumi. Just imagine his foolish apologetics on behalf of the twisted and sponsored buyers. America should train their sniper on him and that foolishly noisy Asari Dokubo calling Trump mad and all America mad. That one is mouth that he's making. That Asari Dokubo. People should never take him serious. One boom, now he will run away. Okowe says, you, Daniel Bala and President are big four. So people know where terrorists are ever since. And all of you kept quiet. Almighty God will judge all of you. People should wait for results. After exam is results. Olabi John says, don't worry. FG, when the US come, then you know if it is allowed or not. Chidi says, thank God you did not say it in Nigeria TV. It was Russia TV used. I could have been giving him heavy slap. Buyers in government. God is using Trump to save us from APC government. Who wants to Islamize Nigeria? God don't punish them. Yes, so. Adam says, Daniel, you're a blatant liar. Very, very big liar. Don't think Americans and Nigerians whom you take for a ride. You silly stomach infrastructural coward. You're a devil's incarnate. You're a great supporter of the genocide, obviously. Olawale says, how did Bokos know about this? Thank you. How did they know that if you move to a certain place, they can't use the US weapons? They how? If you did not tell them. And if not the same presidency that is their informant, yes, you told them. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.